monitor behavior every step of the way. What we do basically is we'll take the two pups that we think are most likely to get along first. We'll introduce them, try to implement as many different elements and variables to the situation to make sure that it goes well. Whatever behavior they rehearse is going to be more likely to occur again, so we want them to continue to rehearse positive interactions, positive behaviors. And as we see that, then we'll take the next two pups, introduce them, and kind of build on that and go from there. When Boise came here, of course, he had been through a lot at that point in time. And we weren't sure, with all that he had been through and his background, how he was going to respond to, coming to a theme park, flying on an airplane, everything else that he went through to get to us. We were extremely excited when he came here that he showed his initial tendencies were to try and get with the adult wolves, almost as if he recognized them. Obviously he didn't, he's never met them before, but that's exactly the reaction that we wanted to see out of him. Day 2 of him being here, based on the way he was reacting, we made the determination to go ahead and introduce him to the other pups, because the sooner we can get them together so that they can start establishing a pack bond, the better. We were elated when we introduced Boise to the other pups to see that instantly they all acted as if they were from the same litter, from the same pack. They started wrestling around with each other, playing with each other, and then as true wolves, within a matter of minutes, they started trying to exert their dominance over each other, which is exactly what we expected. So that couldn't have gone more smoothly. The training up to this point in time, which has included the use of a domestic dog as well. We utilize a domestic dog because wolves, unlike domestic dog puppies, at a very, very young age, try to exert their dominance and try to become the alpha member of the pack. If that happens, or if you allow that to happen, even though pups can be very, very small, at 3 months of age, they act and feel as if they're the alpha, so that when you introduce them to adults down the road, even though they're smaller, they go in to defend their territory like any other wolf, and that's when a lot of aggression can occur. So what we found that works as a technique for us is we find a domestic dog with exactly the right characteristics. We look for a dog that's had puppies in the past. We look for a dog that's good with new people and new surroundings, and we also look for a dog that's going to exert a form of dominance over the pups, but not overdo it to the point where the pups can get injured. In other words, the domestic dog keeps the pups in a very submissive mindset, so that when they're finally introduced to the adult wolf pack, they're much more likely to go in and exert all of the submissive characteristics and behaviors that we want to see, and that, more importantly, the adult wolves want to see in order for the wolves to accept the pups into the pack. It worked last time with our 2 last pups we introduced, Kitchi and Oscar. So far, so good with these guys. Our domestic dog, Mia, is exhibiting all the correct behaviors. She's perfect with the pups at this point. The pups are very quick to submit to her, and we suspect they'll be quick to submit to the adults. So we've just got our fingers crossed at this point, hoping that these introductions continue to go well. We also take very slow steps when we introduce them to new environments and new habitats like Wolf Valley here beside me. We don't want to overstimulate the pups in general, especially Boise, because he's been through so much. So everything that we do is on a positive reinforcement basis, meaning that we reinforce the behaviors that we see and we like and we want to occur again. If we see something that we don't necessarily like from a behavioral standpoint, we just simply ignore it and move on and try to set up a scenario the next time or the next session that will provide the pups with a better opportunity to succeed. It's the same way we train our killer whales at all of our SeaWorld parks. It's the same way we train our tigers at Tampa. That's the way we do things, and we really like the rewards that offers us.